Hello and welcome to today's video here on Cash Fixes Cars. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to replace your battery on a Mazda CX-5. This is a really straightforward process. You only need a 10mm wrench or socket, so let's get right into it. First thing we're going to do is look in your driver's door, and you could open your hood right here by popping that lever. With your hood popped, go over to the center of the vehicle. There's a release latch right in the center that you're going to press sideways, and then you can lift your hood up. The latch is right here. You can see it well right now, and all you're going to do is go like that. Then you can lift up your hood prop, which is right here, and this is going to go right up here, and that'll hold your hood in place. Your battery is located right here towards the back of the engine bay. To remove this, you're going to unbolt both of your battery terminals, one right here and one right there, and then the battery mount, which is these two nuts right here. All of these fasteners here are 10mm, so they make it nice and easy. To start, I'm going to remove this terminal right here. Loosen that up. Once that is loose, you can take all of this stuff off. The easiest way to do that is to use this little clip right here and pinch it. And then you could take this right off. And then you could disconnect this right here from the battery terminal and move that out of the way. Now we could loosen up the other terminal. And get that up and out of the way. Now the battery is disconnected and we could remove our mounts. So these mounts here have hooks on them, so you don't actually need to take that nut all the way off. I took one all the way off on this side and it dropped down. So it just makes a tiny bit more work for me. Not a big deal, but bottom line is you don't have to take that all the way off. You just have to get this hook released down at the bottom of the battery box. Now that everything's disconnected, I'm going to lift this battery out. Now it is fairly tight in here, so you want to be careful not to knock into other stuff in the engine bay, but we should be able to lift this right out. There's no good handle on this battery, so I'm going to have to grab it from the sides. And we'll get that out of place. This battery is a Group 35 battery. I have these linked down below. You could get them at various auto parts stores or get them shipped to your door. You also could get them at Walmart. This is the cheapest place to get one of these batteries. And if you get one like this, it's got a 3-year warranty and high cold cranking amps, which means your car should have no problems at all starting up in the cold. Now let's swap this thing in. Now we'll get our battery back down in that battery box. The nice thing about this battery also is it has this handle on top, which makes it really easy to lift it up into place and move it around. When you put your battery in, you want your positive terminal, which is the red one, towards the front of the car, and the black one, which is your negative terminal, towards the back of the car. If you put these on backwards, there is a chance that you'll cause damage to your car, and you don't want that to happen. These are caps here, so you don't want to put your wire right onto that. I'm going to remove those after I get the battery mounted up. And to do that, we're going to take our mount. I'm going to get this threaded on here. I'm going to get that through the handle there. And then I'm going to get these hooks under where it mounts on the battery box. You'll feel this lock in and engage on the plastic. And I'm going to pull that up there, tighten this nut down, and then that's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to do the same thing on this side over here. Here you can see that and where it goes down below. It locks in there and the hook is facing the back of the car here. Now you can tighten down these terminals. You don't need to make them super tight, but you do need to make them tight enough that this mount can't lift up off of the battery. I'm just going by hand here, but that mount can't move at all here, so I think we're in a pretty good spot with it. Now we could remove our terminal caps. We could slide this down to where it was before. You could tighten this down by hand here, and then use a ratchet or a wrench on it. And this doesn't have to be super tight, but it does have to be tight enough that this can't move around on that terminal. Also, you want to make sure that that is all the way down and that you could see the top of the terminal sticking up through it. That way you know that this is seated in place and it's not going to pop off. Then you could put this back on the front. Now our positive terminal's done. Now I'm going to get the negative. Now you can remove your cap from the negative terminal and get this in place. It's not uncommon to get a tiny spark when you put this on. It just means it's making connection. Get that all the way down in place and we could tighten this up. Again, don't go super tight, but do go tight enough that this can't loosen up at all. Since this battery has the handle, I'll just push that down. There's nowhere for this to actually lock, but it'll just make it slightly cleaner if it's down and out of the way. In the car, we can see that there's power again because that screen's on, and we could try to start it right up. This time, there is no hesitation, so it does seem like that battery fixed the problem. With that, that's going to wrap up this video. If you're going to do this job yourself and you don't need a battery right now, feel free to check those out in the links down below. If not, you can just go to an auto parts store or Walmart. Leave any questions or comments that you have down below. Like this video if it helped you out and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.